Dear students, let us see the fifth problem. A mass of 2 kg is attached to a spring of force constant, makes 100 oscillations. What is the time taken? Time for 100 oscillations, how much? First let us calculate time for one oscillation, and that is called time period, and the expression is 2 pi root m by k, and substituting the values 260, you get 0.55 second. So this is for one oscillation. Then for 100 oscillations, the time will be 100 into 0.55, so that is equal to 55 seconds. So suppose there is a simple pendulum and its time period expression is this: when the lift is stationary. Now if the lift is moving up with constant acceleration, that is third one we are doing first, third bit, and in the third bit the lift is moving up with constant acceleration, then the gravitational force on it is mg and normal reaction is mg dash. See, this is like actual weight and this is apparent weight, like that. Okay, now the lift is moving upward, therefore net force will be upward. Net force upward, and that is equal to, first we write the upward working force and from that you subtract this, that becomes the net force working upward. Now according to Newton's second law, F is equal to ma and n is mg dash. Now or mg dash is equal to ma plus mg. Taking m common, now writing this, making this subject, minus mg brought this side, taking m common, m and m gets cancelled, g dash is equal to g plus a. Time period 2 pi root L by g dash when the lift is moving. Substituting here, g dash is g plus a. Now let us compare this with when lift is stationary. When you compare these two equations, denominator is here g, here g plus a. So in a fraction, denominator has increased. If denominator increases, its fraction value decreases. That is, time period decreases. So if the lift is moving up with constant acceleration, then time period decreases. Let us see what happens when the lift is moving down with constant acceleration. Then net force downward is equal to downward force first and opposite minus n. N means m g dash. And according to Newton's second law, F is equal to ma. and minus mg dash brought to left hand side, ma brought to right hand side, taking m common, m gets cancelled, g dash is equal to g minus a, t dash is equal to 2 pi root L by g dash. 2 pi L by g dash means g minus a t dash. Now let us compare this. This is expression for time period when lift is moving down. Now if you compare again the denominators, compared to this, here it is less. Denominator decreased. In a fraction, if denominator decreases, its fraction value increases. That is time period increases. Time period increases. Now let us come to first part. So in the first part, what is given? Lift, let us say, moves up with uniform velocity. Lift moves up with uniform velocity means v is equal to constant. Velocity constant means acceleration 0. So lift moves up means here already for lift moving up we derived time period expression. Let us write that here t dash is equal to 2 pi root L by g plus a. In this, let us substitute a is equal to 0. You get 2 pi root L by g. That is when, so here t dash is equal to this value. But this value is when lift is stationary. That is, if the lift is moving up with constant velocity, the time period is not changing. Second one, lift moving down with constant velocity. Again constant velocity represents a is equal to 0. Now we take lift moving down and the expression is t dash is equal to 2 pi root L by g minus a, and here a is equal to 0. Then again it becomes equal to this value. So in this case also time period not changing. So it means whether the lift is moving up, or down. If it moves with constant velocity, its time period will not change. Now fifth one is lift is freely falling. For a freely falling body, a is equal to g, and for the moving down lift, the formula we derived is t dash is equal to 2 pi root L by g minus a. A means in place of a you substitute g. G minus g 0. So something by 0 gives infinity. So time period is becoming infinity. It means it will not oscillate. The simple pendulum will not oscillate. There is a seventh problem. A particle executing SHM has amplitude 4 centimeters. Amplitude is 4 centimeters and its acceleration at a distance of 1 centimeter acceleration at a distance means x, at a distance of 1 centimeter is from the mean position is 3 centimeter per second square. What will be the velocity? V is equal to how much? When it is at a distance of 2 centimeters. Now, let us write expression for acceleration. A is equal to minus omega square x. A is 3 minus omega square into x is 1. This gives omega square is equal to 3 or omega is equal to root 3. Okay, now velocity is asked. Expression for velocity is omega under root a square minus x square. Omega value root 3, capital A 4, x value 2 and root 3 16 minus 4 root 3 12. Eighth one, a simple harmonic oscillator has a time period of 2 seconds. Time period is given. What will be the change in the phase? Change in phase is asked. Change in phase how much? 0.25 seconds after leaving the mean position. So time is given. T 0.25 seconds after leaving mean position. Now suppose the particle is at mean position at t is equal to 0. For our convenience, let us take like this. At t is equal to 0, it is at mean position means x is equal to 0. So you are supposing that the particle is at x is equal to 0 at t is equal to 0. So expression for displacement is x is equal to a cos omega t plus pi. In this, let us substitute the values. A cos pi or cos pi is equal to 0 by a is equal to 0. This gives pi is equal to 90 degrees or pi by 2 radians. So pi means what? This is initial phase. Here in this expression, this pi is initial phase. So initial phase is equal to pi by 2. Now we have to find phase after .25 seconds. Phase after 0.25 seconds. So this is phase. You remember here whether it is sine or cos, to its left is amplitude, to its right is phase angle. So in this omega into t, t means 0.25 seconds plus pi by 2, pi by 2. But omega is equal to 2 pi by capital T. Capital T is given, so pi, omega is equal to pi. So here let us substitute phase after this much time is pi into, in place of omega we are substituting pi value here, 0.25 plus pi by 2. See, 0.25 means 1 by 4, so pi by 4. This becomes 3 pi by 4, or let us keep like this only. So this is final phase. That is phase after 0.25 seconds. Now phase difference, see what is asked, change in phase. Final phase minus initial phase. Final phase is minus initial phases. So the answer is pi by 4. Answer is pi by 4. Now ninth one. A body describes simple harmonic motion with an amplitude and a period. Find the acceleration. A is equal to how much and V is equal to how much when displacement is, say let us do when x is equal to 5 centimeters. 5 centimeters. Okay. Now see here, what is the expression for acceleration? Minus omega square x. Okay. Now omega not given but time period is given. Omega is equal to 2 pi by capital T. 2 pi by 0.2. So into 10 by 10, that is equal to 20 pi by 2, that is 10 pi. Right. A is equal to minus 10 pi whole square into x, 5 centimeters. 5 centimeters. That is 500 pi square centimeter per second square. So this is the acceleration. Here minus. Now velocity. V is equal to minus omega a square minus x square. So omega value 10 pi. A means 5 centimeters and x 5 centimeters. Now this becomes 0. Tenth one. The mass and radius of a planet are double that of the Earth. So mass of a planet is 2 times mass of Earth, and radius of a planet is 2 times that of Earth. Sorry, here radius, you are comparing 2 times radius of Earth. Now, if the time period of a simple pendulum on the earth is t, find the time period on the planet. So, what is asked? Time period on planet P is asked. Now, see, expression for time period of simple pendulum is 2 pi root L by G. See, L is constant, so T value depends upon G. T depends on G and G, but G changes from planet to planet. G changes from planet to planet. So there is a relation between small g and capital G. What is that? G is equal to Gm by R square, where G is a constant, universal gravitational constant. Capital M is mass of the planet, mass of the planet. Here, now, for Earth, let us write. For Earth, G is equal to Gme by Re square. And for a planet other than Earth, Gp is equal to Gmp by Rp square. So now Tp is asked. So actually T is equal to 2 pi root L by G. Time period on a planet, here P comes, Tp Gp. Now 2 pi root L by, in place of Gp we should write this Gmp by Rp square, so that we get 2 pi. See here, see, let us not substitute now itself. So just this is say equation 1. Equation 1. So this is for planet, or let me write here again. Tp is equal to 2 pi root L by Gp. Similarly, on Earth, 2 pi root L by G. Now Tp by Te is equal to this divided by this. So let us write here itself. Here itself. Okay. So Tp by Te, 2 pi gets cancelled. So Tp by T is equal to L by Gp into G by L under root L gets cancelled. Now see, G by Gp is there. Tp by T is equal to G by Gp under root. So here, so let us substitute G value and Gp value capital G gets cancelled. Now Me into RP ME by MP into RP by RE whole square under root. So this becomes this outside RP by RE into ME by MP under root TP by T. See, RP is equal to, let us substitute this, RP is equal to 2RE, MP is equal to 2ME. RP is equal to 2RE and MP is equal to 2ME. We get 2 1 by root 2, that is equal to root 2. So TP by T is equal to root 2, or TP is equal to root T taken this side, root 2 into TE. That's all. Let us do 11th one. Calculate the change in the length of a simple pendulum of length 1 meter. See, actually change in length is asked and initial length is given. When its period of oscillation changes from 2 to 1.5, means T1 is equal to 2 seconds and T2 is equal to 1.5 seconds. Now for simple pendulum, T is equal to 2 pi root L by G. So here the relation between L and T is required. L and T. G is constant. So T directly proportional to root L, or T1 by T2 is equal to L1 by L2 under root. Okay, right. Or squaring on both sides, T1 by T2 whole square is equal to L1 by L2. Now let us substitute the values. T1 is 2 seconds, T2 is 1.5 seconds, L1 is 1 meter, L2 we don't know. So from this we get L2 value. Taking L2 this side and taking this fraction that side, 1.5 by 2.0 whole square. So 15 by 20. Now L2 minus L1 is asked. This minus sign tells that the length of the pendulum decreased, and it is decreased by this much. Now 12th problem. A freely falling body takes 2 seconds. Say freely falling body means A is equal to G, and this is on a planet, therefore GP, because in the bracket letter write for freely falling. For freely falling body, A is equal to G. Takes 2 seconds. Time taken 2 seconds to reach the ground on a planet which, when it is dropped from a height of 8 meters, means it will travel a distance of 8 meters. If the period of simple pendulum pi seconds on the planet TP, calculate the length of the pendulum. Length of the pendulum. See, length of the pendulum. Okay. Since it is simple pendulum, the equation we write is this one. Now TP is available, LP is asked, but GP is required. So here distance traveled, time, acceleration, all these three things come in kinematic equation. S is equal to ut plus half at square. S is 8 meters, initial velocity 0, t plus half A value GP 2 seconds. Now 2 GP is equal to 8 or GP is equal to 4 meter per second square. Let us substitute the values here. 2 pi root LP by 4. Now this equal to 4 under root gives 2, 2 gets cancelled, pi root LP squaring on both sides we get, and TP value given, see when this is squared on both sides, pi square LP is equal to TP square, and TP value pi Now 13th one, the period of a simple pendulum is found to increase by 50%. Time, see period, see T2 minus T1 by T1 into 100 is equal to 50. When the length of the pendulum is increased by L2 minus L1 is equal to 0.6 meters. Calculate the initial length. So L1 asked, initial period T1 asked, at a place where G is equal to 9.8, that is on surface of earth. Now see, from this you can write T2 by T1 minus T1 by T1 1. Take 100 that side. So 1 by 2. T2 by T1 is equal to, take minus 1 that side, 1 plus 1 by 2, that is 3 by 2. Now see here, this and from this we have L2 is equal to L1 plus 0.6. Okay. Now for simple pendulum, T is equal to 2 pi root L by G, or T directly proportional to root L. or T1 by T2 is equal to L1 by L2 under root. Now substitute, see here T1, see here T1 by T2, or reversing T2 by T1 is equal to L2 by L1 under root. By T2 by T1 is 3 by 2, and L2 L1 plus 0.6 by L1 under root. Squaring on both sides. Take this side. This is one answer, L1. Next we have to find T1. Now T1 value is required. See, for simple pendulum T is equal to 2 pi root L by J. T1 is equal to, here L1 comes, 2 pi into L1 value we got here 0.48. Substitute here. G value 9.8. From this, substituting this, we get the answer. A clock regulated by a seconds pendulum. Seconds pendulum means T is equal to 2 seconds. Keeps correct time. During summer, the length of pendulum increases to 1.02 meter. See, for seconds pendulum, T value is 2 seconds and L value is 1 meter. So these are the initial values, say T1, L1. Now summer came, so length increased to 1.02. So L2 is equal to 1.02 meter. How much will the clock gain or lose? So first let us find T2. And here T is equal to 2 pi root L by G, or T directly proportional to root L, or T1 by T2 is equal to L1 by L2 under root. So substituting the values, L1 value 1.00 divided by L2 value 1.02 under root. So now T1 by squaring on both sides. squaring on both sides. Now, or reversing the fractions, t2 square by t1 square is equal to 102 by 100. Now t2 square is equal to 1.02 into t1 square, 1.02 into t1 value 2 seconds. So we get this much. So t2 is equal to 4.08. This is equal to 2.02 seconds. So now let us write here. T1 was 2 seconds. When summer came, the time period became 2.02 seconds. Time period increased. So increase in time period. So this much time has increased, and this is time period means time taken for one oscillation. For during one oscillation, time increased see here, initially the time period was 2 seconds. When summer came, time period increased. So time period increase means time taken to complete one oscillation, it is taking more time. It is taking more time means it has become slow. Your clock has become slow. It has become slow means it is losing time. It is losing time. So during each oscillation, how many seconds it is losing? 0.02 seconds. For each oscillation, the clock loses 0.02 seconds. Okay. So in one day, here in the question what is asked, let us see. How much will the clock gain or lose in one day? Okay. For one day, it makes how many oscillations? So in one day, it makes how many oscillations? That is required. Say initially the time period was 2 seconds. So time taken to complete one oscillation is 2 seconds. Okay. it takes or in 2 seconds it completes one oscillation. So in 1 day means in 1 day. So for 1 day how many seconds come? Let us see. 1 day means 24 hours. For 1 hour 60 minutes. For 1 minute 60 seconds. So we get this much seconds for 1 day. So in 2 seconds it completes one oscillation. So in 1 day or 86,400 seconds it completes how many oscillations? Eighty-six 400 by 2 into 1. So in 1 day it performs so many oscillations. For each oscillation the clock is losing 0.02 seconds. For one oscillation clock losing